Alright, welcome back to FatFitFam, Singapore's realest fitness podcast. I'm Dan and this is
Kenny.
And we're back with our second episode. Okay, so this episode I'm really excited about. Okay, so Kenny, you've been here you've been a trainer for like 5+ years now.
About 4-ish, 3-ish, 4-ish, I think.
3 years, 4-ish? Okay, so how long do you see yourself in this industry? Are you gonna, but you did say this is your passion lah. So are you gonna hop into something else? Are you gonna maybe even own your own gym? I don't know, what's your plans?
Well, I guess owning a gym is the ultimate goal, hopefully one day. But of course, do I see myself long term in this industry? Yes. I think, being able to coach every day and help people to improve and move well, it's not like a temporary case. It's a ongoing. I would say it's an ongoing situation whereby, for example, right, you started off in training, right, and then from let's say, okay, I'll give you a very simple example. Let's say from somebody who is not able to do a pull-up to somebody who can perhaps do 10 pull-ups, right? It's a constant effort. So to me, that is what it is. Never stop moving. That is one motto that I've adopted ever since I've gotten my injury, which is never stop moving. I of course I intend to do coaching or being in the industry for however long that I can lah.
Right. So do you see yourself retiring as a trainer?
I guess for now it's too far to see, but
Sure,
I hope that would be the case, and perhaps not just being a trainer, but being something bigger. Perhaps I may be training the trainers.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So that kind of thing lah. But eventually, if you ask me, I think it's almost everybody's dream to become a boss of your own.
Sure.
To perhaps own your own gym. Run things on your own. And of course, hopefully build an empire of it lah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, do you see yourself shifting to personal training instead of this group training setting?
I think that is a very good question. I think eventually group settings and personal settings is very different.
Maybe you can share the pros and cons, or maybe even just the beauty of both as its own thing.
For sure. I mean, okay, to be very honest with you, I also do my own PT trainings. I do have my own clients as well. I think the difference between that is that PT clients, I would say personally, that it is quite focused, right? It might be a case of like, they are people who wants to better their life but not able to squeeze out, for example, 3-4 hours a day. 3-4 hours a week, for example. So they tend to be a little bit more specific with their trainers so that they can get the most out of that training. In group training, I think the beauty of it is that you get to build a community.
Like you said, they become friends.
Yes.
In previous episode, of course, we talked about they become friends outside, friends for a lifetime.
Correct. And eventually, I think being in a group settings, what is the best thing that can happen is that first you make friends. Second is that you get a secondary family.
For sure. Right? I agree.
And I think for people who are starting off shy, for example, right? And perhaps not really motivated, because energy bounces. So you can get people from other members who comes along the way, and you might get affected by their positivity, even motivated, to a certain extent. For example, maybe from not wanting to do a high rocks, or maybe from being afraid of doing a competition even.
Yeah.
Right. And because of certain achievements that certain members have made, that's where you take the brave stance to take your first step into competition zones.
Right.
And of course, reap the benefit out of it. Yeah, and you also reap the benefit of the training itself.
So like you say, it's like the kampong spirit really brings everyone together and improve everyone together.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I think that is the good thing about it. In all honesty, drawing the relevance between these two, I don't think is very much different. Is the main difference I would say is just you are getting more focused attention versus you working out together with a group of people and growing together as a group.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just an individualistic versus like a group thing.
Yeah. Do you think it's a very client thing, like where the client, it really depends on the client whether he or she prefers personal workouts or in a group setting?
I think,
or do you think one can just switch between both?
I think switching between both is not an issue. It really isn't an issue. I think what is the biggest thing is that some people might not be so sociable. They might not belong to the social side. That's where some people prefers to be training alone.
Agree. Okay.
Yeah. Where some people they feel that like they don't want to be training alone because they might not know what they're doing.
Right.
That's where your community comes in.
Yes. Okay.
That's where everybody looks out for each other. That's where everybody grows together. And everybody learns everything together.
Yeah.
And perhaps from you at least you have somebody that perhaps let's say for example motivates you or somebody that you really look up to. Right. That's where you try to pick up and chase after them. Right, that kind of thing. Yeah. So that sort of motivation, I would say. Yeah.
So my home BFT, BFT Bangkit, the head coach said something to me that really resonated, which is actually clients don't come to the gym for the gym, they come to the gym for the trainer. Do you agree with that?
Yes and no. Honestly, yes and no. But of course, with that being said, playing a trainer role is very, very important. Essentially, if we talk about maybe, for example, having to being a trainer who inspire people, that is one of the few things that I would say that is the most important because where community plays a huge part. As a trainer, we need to be able to know what we are doing and what we are teaching as well. Right?
And motivating them as well, right?
Correct.
So
correct. Because honestly speaking, as a coach, we are not just the face of the gym, but we are also the role model of the members. And they, for example, in any ways that they are lost, you are the person that they look for. Right. You see?
Yeah, so in that case, do you think personal branding for a trainer is very important?
I think personal image and personal branding is important, but that does not supersede, anything else, like for example, knowledge or anything.
For sure.
Some people might have very good presence. Some people might have very good
technical sense. Or
technical
like
sense.
Or experience because maybe they have compete before as a bodybuilder.
Correct.
And then now become a trainer.
Yes. But I think how you communicate with people is also one of the important ones lah.
Right.
Like on the previous episode we spoke about being mind readers.
Yeah.
I think that is something that is one of the important few things that perhaps as a trainer we need to have because of how we are able to be human, not just a trainer.
Right. If not, you can just watch a YouTube video and just work out yourself.
Yeah,
or ask
precisely.
ChatGPT.
Precisely.
And then get your workout in, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so Coach Kenny, as a Coach Kenny, what is one word that can describe you as a trainer compared to the other trainers here, or maybe even other trainers everywhere else? What would members say, oh, Coach Kenny is this kind of trainer? The fun one, or the loud one, the angry one?
couple of words they might use to describe, which is loud,
okay.
Annoying,
okay.
Loud, annoying, and I guess loud or fierce.
Fierce, okay. So you're the fierce trainer, okay.
Yeah, I mean fierce not in a scolding manner, lah.
Yeah.
So I have a habit of every time, like for example, let's say for example strength training, and I know that this member shouldn't be taking like for example 6 kg, right?
They can go more lah.
Yeah, or maybe just plain lazy, for example,
for that
right?
day,
for that day. Then that's where I always like to come in and I start shouting, "Hey, why are you taking 6 kg?" That's how I am. Eventually, but of course,
they know that you're the best, their best interest at heart, lah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But of course, with that being said, definitely, everybody have their off day.
Yeah.
It's not saying that when I say that they should take this, then they should go with it, because with I think when you are mentally checked out, or when you're tired, sometimes it doesn't hurt to go a little bit lighter, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I have a few quick questions. You can answer, one word, 2 word, but of course, best if you can elaborate also.
Of course.
Okay,
Ready?
Okay, so BFT has a lot of sessions.
Yes.
What's your favorite BFT session?
Strength. And
Okay, why?
Why? I think for myself, growing up playing rugby, I think I've always been a very strength person.
Okay.
I enjoy lifting heavy weights, lah.
Okay.
That's what I can say. But of course, as time goes by, I've learned to enjoy dying in cardio as well.
Yeah, I was about to ask you also, what is the least favorite?
I think
Is that cardio?
now not so much.
Okay.
Now not so much, honestly speaking. Now I actually learn how to enjoy cardio.
Right.
In the most painful way.
Yeah.
But if you ask me one move that I still not like,
or you dread coming to work to do this session, what would it be?
One move, burpees.
Burpees. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one still.
That's my arch nemesis. Nemesis, yeah.
Okay. Okay, next one is similar, but one specific exercise that you love, the most that you love, and one that you hate. So we start with the hate one.
Hate one, burpees.
Burpees, okay.
No change, yeah.
Okay.
One thing that I love.
One exercise.
Wow, this is a very difficult one.
Guys, welcome to FatFitFam. So this year 2026 we're collabing with Repeat Order for protein coffee and
matcha creatine.
Yeah, matcha creatine. You can mix and match also. You can put creatine in your coffee or protein in your matcha. So up to you, right? So order from Repeat Order and enjoy. Remember to eat well,
Run fast.
lift heavy, and get your coffee fix from Repeat Order.
Can I give you my answer if you want some inspiration?
Sure.
My answer is a squat.
Mine is legs day.
Okay, but one exercise, not a day.
That's
Exercise.
right. That's right.
Yeah. So I love squat because it works on a lot of the key important bigger muscle groups, like your legs and your quads and whatnot.
Right.
And technically your legs have one of the highest body fat percentage, so to bring it down, actually increasing muscle there is most important to me.
Correct.
Braces the core, especially, keeps your core really tight. And it looks good in the gym. It looks like you're lifting super heavy.
For sure.
And it's one of the more technical lifts also, one of our primary
It's the
lifts also.
simplest but yet technical.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, but at the same time, if you can do it well, I think it's a really good exercise. So squat is number one. Yeah. How about you? Or if you cannot decide, maybe 2. Yeah.
Okay, I think squats is one of them. The other one is, wow, it's really hard. Okay, I think squats is one of them that I really enjoy.
Yeah. Do you do traditional back squat or do you do front squats or?
I do both actually. Honestly speaking, I do both front and back because now that I am into a little bit more cross-functional trainings. So I actually do enjoy both lah.
Right.
Okay, maybe.
But I do think it's also a rugby thing. A lot of ruggers love doing squats because powerful legs
Definitely.
are the core of being a good rugby player.
Definitely.
If you ask any rugby player, it's legs day. Yeah,
I think the position that I play back then is something that I really liked in that sense that that have me to have strong legs.
Yeah.
So that is probably why I like,
enjoy it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, squats. And the other one is I think deadlifts.
Oh, okay.
I think deadlifts,
like traditional deadlifts or RDLs or
most actually all sorts of deadlifts.
okay,
Like for
all
example,
the variations lah.
Yeah, like for example the one that we have in BFT, your trap bar deadlifts.
Yeah, 12 kettlebell deadlifts here. Yeah.
Correct, kettlebell deadlifts. You have your RDLs. You have your conventional deadlifts. So I think deadlifts is something that resonate with people every single day. That is the that is the most
functional movement lah,
correct.
essentially.
That's the most functional movement. That is why for me why deadlifts is also something that is quite important and yet something that I enjoy.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like for example,
sense,
this movement can mimic you picking up a box.
Right.
For example,
Yeah.
right. To talking about, for example, having good posture. A lot of maybe, for example, yourself, right? As a father, when you pick up your kid, as time goes by, he's gonna get heavier and heavier. Heavier.
I feel it really.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You see, as you start to pick up your kid, as you grow older, if you don't do such strength training to strengthen your bones, one day it might be the case whereby you pick up your kid and then you start having back issues.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's why it resonates with me and it's something that I enjoy.
Yeah, okay, can. Maybe I just sprinkle my own personal experience, right?
Sure.
I completely agree with you. Deadlifts. I do mostly RDLs, but deadlifts definitely. But the one thing about it is that whenever I pick up my son, the day or two after legs day, that's the worst because I have to squat down. My legs are, that's typical. And then my legs are aching and I have to, But then for longevity, I know that it's good for me.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the few things and reason why I enjoy this too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, next one. For BFT or any other gyms also, they pump music during their classes. Right. What do you think is the best
hype music?
Hype music to get people going? Maybe it can be an artist, it can be a genre.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I think genre-wise, it will be during hydro classes EDM.
EDM, okay.
EDM, yeah, it's something that gets people moving because of the beat and the pace of the songs.
Yeah. Do you just like search on Spotify like
we actually do have our own playlist.
Yeah, like 180 BPM songs, like specifically, or just any songs that you think okay, this is quite good EDM songs.
It depends because us as coaches we have our own
style,
style and flavor of the music. So. With that being said as well, we do have our very own playlist to hype the class up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what about the other days like strength or whatever? What kind of music will you put on?
Wow. Personally, what I like to listen is metal.
Okay.
I do listen to metal, but at times I also do listen to for some reason sad Chinese song. And that pushes me through certain workouts as well.
Yeah. I have those days too, where I just put on Billie Eilish acoustic and then I'm doing like super heavy squats. And I'm like, oh yes, okay, this is the spot. Okay. Early morning class or late evening class? I think you shared this in the previous episode, but yeah.
I think if I'm working, that's actually, honestly speaking, preference-wise, doesn't really matter. But I would very much like to be coaching in the morning.
Okay.
But for myself, I don't really 100% have a preference.
lah.
Yeah. I just like, kind of like the morning better, because I then will have a little bit more time
Rest
for
of the
me.
day lah.
For evening to do my own workouts.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so this it might be a controversial question, so we might need or need not pull this out. Okay, so you don't have to look good to be a trainer. What do you think? Agree or disagree?
Yes, actually.
Do you have to walk the talk? Essentially.
Okay, I think, honestly speaking, I think walking the talk versus how you look is very different.
Okay.
Walking the talk is basically being able to do what you preach or what you coach. But looking a certain way is preference, and it's a choice. If you ask me, honestly speaking, I can be somebody that is at, like, for example, 110 kg. For example, right? 110 kg, but I'm able to do maybe 2 times my weight for back squat, for example, or even Zercher squats, or deadlifts or whatever, right? That is something that I think is very different, right? Walking the talk is somebody who is being able, for example, like, let's say if I am teaching you Zercher squats, for example, right? If I verbally tell you to do this, but I myself not being able to do it, then that looks pretty bad on myself, on my end, right? So yeah, that's the difference, and that's how I perceive it.
So as a trainer, do you think it's important for you to try and experiment every single workout you can think of, or like the popular ones, so that you know the proper technique and whatnot for your clients?
I honestly think as a trainer, it's a ever learning journey. Honestly speaking,
sure.
it's an ever learning journey, because there's thousands and one workouts or movements, or
and they keep
actions.
making up new ones.
Yeah.
I saw Jeff Nipat do like a deadlift on the row. Do you see on the cable row? Then he was like, "This is a deadlift." Then he pulls it. I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
So-
this is new."
So honestly speaking, being a trainer, we are learning every day. We don't just learn from each other, but we also learn from certain members. For example, right? The people that comes across our lives, that's where we pick up and learn from them as well. So it's something that I think, as a trainer, learning never stops. Yeah, doesn't mean that you're a trainer means you're the top of the world.
Right.
We all learn something new. We all try to do something new every single day.
Right. Okay, so like you're saying, walking the talk is essentially being able to do what you
Do what you
teach,
preach.
like, essentially.
Yeah.
But looking good, do you think that's important, or that okay, maybe misconception or whatever, but as a trainer, do you think like we all need 6 packs, or we all need to look a certain way?
Not necessary. Honestly speaking, not necessary. Because it also depends. Perhaps maybe I am a trainer, for example, right? But the sport that I play, the sport that I do, doesn't require me, or doesn't.
It doesn't need to be aesthetically. Your body doesn't need to look aesthetically pleasing. Accordingly.
But potentially, like for example, rugby.
Yeah.
You see, a lot of guys, they are huge, chunky, but they are strong.
Very strong. Yes.
Right. That essentially is the image of a rugby player. But can he be a coach? Yes, he can.
Right. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Next one. Consistency beats intensity all the time. Do you agree or disagree?
Wow. I think this comes hand in hand.
Okay.
With consistency comes improvement. With improvement comes intensity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by consistency, like if someone comes every day but gives 50% versus a person who comes 1 day a week and gives 110%, which one will you choose?
Wow, that's a good one. I think, okay, two schools of thoughts here.
Yeah.
I think once a week at 100% might or might not be the best thing. Might or might not be the best thing that you can do. You might be able to do 100%, but let's say if you're not consistent at all, that 100% does not stick.
Okay.
But say, for example, if you're somebody who is super consistent, you come for class and you give 50% of your effort. Getting to the next 50 is not going to be so hard. Yeah, because you already have a certain level or a certain basics there, right? Pushing to the next 50%, I personally feel that it's not going to be super difficult.
Right, yeah. You can progress up lah. Okay. Next one. As you know, a lot of Singaporeans, they run outside. So, do you think having a gym is necessary or is running enough?
Honestly speaking, gym is still something that is very important. If you ask me, running, yes, running is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Cardio, but in terms of gym wise, in a gym session, be it in cardio or strength, it basically builds muscles. It builds muscular endurance. It builds a stronger bone structure for you. It improves certain function for yourself, be it day-to-day or even mobility, for example.
Yep.
Right? I think both are equally important, honestly speaking, but we need to have the good balance.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's one thing that you should tell people who have never stepped in a gym or never had a BFT session or whatsoever, what would be that thing that you would tell them? Like, why do they need to do this strength training or BFT training?
Sorry, what's the question again?
What would you tell somebody who has never been to the gym before, never been through these doors before? What will you tell them to get them to come inside?
Wow, this is a very good question. Okay, I would say come and try. Come and try. You never know. It will change lives. Honestly speaking, honest feedback from my members that ever since they stepped in here, because of the community and everything else, it changed their lifestyle so much. And of course, with that being said, you get healthier. You're not losing out, and eventually you look good. You're eventually going to be more confident of yourself. And of course, with that being said, you make more new friends. Eventually, be it healthy or not healthy friends, that's for another thing time to say, right? But okay, wait. Let me disclaimer. When I say unhealthy, means that they are friends who out of nowhere say, "Hey, come, let's sign up for 2XU."
Yeah.
Or,
oh man. So the FatFitFam's other host, right? Yeah, Jimmy. He's that friend to me.
Yeah.
I call it a toxic friend, not an unhealthy friend, but a very toxic friend.
A good toxic friend.
Yeah. He just text me and be like, "Hey, let's do 10K today." Like, why?
Yeah. So you will have friends like that, and then one day you'll just come to your senses and sit down and laugh about it.
Yeah. But the funny thing about that is, just to sidetrack, is that Jimmy always invites me on some crazy runs or whatever that I've never done in my life, right? But then when I do it with him, then I realize,
it's actually quite fun.
More than that, it's more of like, I never thought I was ever capable of doing that. Because I always had this barrier to tell myself, I'm not a runner, I'm not a long distance runner.
Right.
And then suddenly I'm running like at a 5-minute pace with him.
For sure.
Because he's the one who's pacing me, right? And I'm like, I never knew it was possible because I never tried, like you said. So now that I've tried, I know.
Yeah, for sure. So that's cool, you eventually become an adventurous person.
Yeah.
Because like what you said, right? Things that you never thought that you could, you now would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So maybe one day that toxic friend might be you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenny, that was an amazing episode. I've learned so much from you. All of your interesting opinions on different quick fire questions that we have. Now I know that if I need a legs day or a strength training, I should come to you. But cardio, maybe I should just do it on myself. Okay,
Maybe you should bring me to do cardio.
Oh yeah, maybe you should come with us to do cardio. Yeah. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching. If you want to hear more from Kenny or you want to hear more about this kind of trainer environment, about BFT, share and comment down below. Other than that, do you have anything else to share, Kenny? Any last words?
I think check out the nearest gym around you. If you're around BFT Seletar Hills, come find me.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, shout out where they can follow you on Instagram or,
Sure.
or BFT Seletar Hills. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You guys can follow our Instagram at BFT Seletar Hills, or rather Seletar Hills BFT. And then for my handle, I'm just simply at KLXH.
All right. Very nice. Okay. So remember our tagline?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, guys. Remember to eat well
Run fast.
and lift heavy. All right. See you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.